Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Lexi Outs here. It's Monday morning. We're doing a Monday moment. It's a big moment. Hasn't happened yet, but it's happening in the next couple hours. There's going to be a press conference this morning with Masai Ujiri announcing and having Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel quickly signing extension for Scotty and re-signing Emmanuel as a restricted free agent to the Raptors. All the money and totals were released a week or so ago. So we knew this stuff was happening and coming. Well, it's officially going to happen today, this morning, pen to paper. Well, I don't even know if it's pen to paper anymore. Stylus to tablet, however they sign it at this point. Yeah, Scotty will become the largest paid ever Raptor in Toronto Raptors history. And it's a big deal. It's a very big deal. This is a huge contract that these guys are going to sign. It's a lot of money tied up into these young gentlemen as far as the future of the Raptors going forward. Barbecue. That's right. It's the barbecue signing. We got to sign two of the letters to the barbecue. Of course, Emmanuel said this summer on Twitch, why can't it be QBB? Oh, wait, that doesn't work. It's barbecue, Emmanuel. It's fine. But yeah, good stuff. Lots happened yesterday with different stuff. We had our official Summer League roster released. 16 players on the Toronto Raptors Summer League roster. Also, we found out the group that Canada will be in for Olympics with the qualifiers finishing yesterday. Greece and Spain added to our group, the group of death. They've already dubbed it, with Australia, Canada, Spain, and Greece. Yeah, this is a star-studded, NBA-filled Group A for the Olympics in Paris for men's basketball senior teams. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. And the first game we're going to play is against Giannis and Greece on July the 27th. It'll be a game at 3 p.m. And that game, I will be doing the play-by-play during that game, 3 p.m. start on a Saturday. So be ready for that. It's going to be awesome. Let's see what's going on in the chat. We can talk about the Summer League roster, talk about the group of death, Group A, and we talk about the big signings today, of course, and all the regular stuff we do on the Raptor Freak channel. Monday morning, Monday moment. Let's get that money. Show me the money is what Scotty's saying this morning. He is Cuba Gooding Jr. this morning. He says, show me the money, Masai. That's right. The money is raining down on Scott Wayne Barnes this morning. That's right. And Emmanuel quickly. That's right. That's right. Trevor J saying, good morning, Raptors family. The most expensive thing in the world is trust. It can take you years to earn it and just a matter of seconds to lose it. That's right, DeMar DeRozan. Anyway, we'll try and limit the DeMar talk today. No reason. Oh, little bunny's in my yard again. There's a little bunny. And I also just had a blue jay fly and land on the rail outside on my front porch. I put a little bit of bread out in the yard, and the blue jay just came and got a big hunk. It's a big bird. A blue jay. Yeah, just like our baseball team. Yeah, and there's a little baby bunny sitting in the yard eating the grass. This baby bunny has been with me every morning for like the last 4 or 5 days, and it is not scared of me. And it hangs out all day. It doesn't like go and hide anywhere. It just like sits out in the yard and sits outside the window, stares at me, and eats grass. It's kind of cool, actually. I don't know. The bunny's my friend. It's really weird. All right, let's see. Trevor's saying Salt Lake City Summer League tonight, Oklahoma City versus the Sixers and the Grizzlies versus the Jazz. You know, I haven't looked. Do they have the ref report up for that? I want to go and see real quick because I might have to do the ref check for our Summer League games. I don't think they do. No, they don't release the names of the refs who are reffing Summer League. They're probably just like the players. They're youngsters, and they're not the best refs. Man, that bunny's going to distract me. All right, Scotty, Emmanuel, and Masai today. Let's go. That's right, Trevor J. Hopefully we'll get to see the press conferences released on YouTube and get to hear the words of Masai, the words of Emmanuel, and the words of Scotty today. That's right. Dana's saying, good morning, everyone. What a great day. That's right, Canadian Dana. She's got Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel quickly on blast because today is an important day for them. They're going to sign big money contracts to stay in the Raptors for the near future and the years to come. And I'm very excited about it. Some people will ask, are these smart deals? Are these the right deals? And I say, yes, they are. Because both those guys are winners. Both those guys are extremely talented. And these guys are going to get better and better. Now, I got to say that. That's right. Look at that bunny eating those leaves. That bunny is going to just keep distracting me. Oh my gosh. If I shoot in this way in my outside shot, you might see the bunny in the shot, where it's sitting right now. It's kind of crazy. Let's see. Mo's here. Good morning, Raptor Free crew. What an amazing day. There you go. Mo's celebrating the signing day for Emmanuel and Scotty also. Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a very big deal. And I'm sure we're going to officially see it soon. All right, David is in. The commissioner of trivia, David Saborn, is here this morning. And I've got the classic card box. And we will be pulling a card out and playing right now since David has checked in. Of course, Trevor J., the commissioner of fun, bought the box and sent it to me. And David will judge the points for who does the best on the classic card. So let's go ahead and do it now. Oh, my gosh. This is a weird card. This card is not square. I've never seen a card shaped like this before. This is really, really weird. All right, where's the name? I want to make sure I cover it. Yeah, this is a strange card. This may be the strangest card I've ever had. All right, look at the shape of it. It's not square, y'all. It's like, and then it's curved around like that. Isn't that weird? Have y'all ever seen a basketball card like this? Seriously, I've never seen one like this. All right, y'all want to see who it is. All right, here we go. First person to write it in, no half-assing. You get it right, and that's it. But I've covered the name, and he's shiny on his face, so I'm going to try and put in the reflection so you can see who it is. There's a year, there's a team, and there's a face. And in some ways, that may be enough for you guys to get it here. It's Upper Deck, weird-shaped card. Look at that curve on it. It's very strange. I guess it'll fit into your basketball card binder, but it's like lacking the card. I wonder if they should give us a discount. They didn't give us the full cardboard. There we go. Seymour's on it. That is Kentucky's Ron Mercer. That's right. Kentucky Wildcat Ron Mercer from way back. That is Ron Mercer. That is fantastic by the Sheriff Seymour Pape. There's the name on there. Yeah, what a weird card, eh? What a weird classic card today. Ron Mercer, Boston, where you expected to be. Is Boston where you expected to be? And what did he say? I don't know what he said. Yeah, he didn't. They don't have the answers. They're just asking him questions. Rookie discovery, Ron Mercer. Upper Deck, weird card. There you go. 100 points to Seymour from Commissioner David. As far as that, yeah, what a weird card, man. Isn't that weird? This is the weirdest one we've had, and he's all shiny too, so it's hard to see. But yeah, good job, Seymour Pape, getting the classic card of the day. No messing around. Somebody got it on the first guess. I guess Ron's pretty memorable to a degree. Yeah. Thank you, David, for your judgment. Cowboys here. Good morning, Lex and Raptor Freaks. My oldest son called me yesterday to tell me his best friend cut Ulrich. It is Ulrich, guys. It's come out in the media report that it is not Ulrich. It is Ulrich. The official pronunciation of Ulrich's name is Ulrich Komsche. And that is the official pronunciation, guys. Ivan Fades in Kensington Market. So Ulrich went down to Kensington Market, got his hair cut. Well, did he go to Proper Barbers? I don't know. Proper Barbers used to be the barber shop next to Kensington Variety, where my roommate used to work. Actually, Emmanuel used to cut hair there. That's very cool. His best friend, your son's best friend, cut Ulrich Komsche's hair. That is awesome. That's very cool. I saw that picture you posted on Facebook, Bradley, and that must have been him getting the haircut. That's very, very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, these guys are around. They're here in Toronto. They got to figure out where to go. And well, sightings of them out in the wild, they're gonna happen. In fact, Emmanuel was out riding around on a Toronto City bike yesterday, and people were sighting him riding around on the bike. Very, very cool, Cowboy, to hear about Komsche coming to get a haircut from your son's friend. Bryce is here. Good morning, Lex and Raptor Freaks. Good morning to you, Bryce Lawson. There's that blue jay. It's back on the tree now. It's on the middle tree. Man, there's a lot of distractions out in the yard today. There's a big blue. There's two of them. There's the couple. They're both there. And I bought a new feeder. This is part of the reason. They want to figure out how to get on the feeder. It's a little bit tough because they're big birds and the feeder's not that big. Anyway, all right, let me see. Bryce Lawson's here. Good morning, Lex and Raptor Freaks. Bryce, you remember this Kentucky Wildcat, don't you? You remember Ron Mercer. Maybe you're too young, though. I don't know. Bryce, always good to see you, my guy. Trevor's saying Angel Reese set the WNBA record, 13 straight. Yeah, that Blue Jays in the feeder like crazy now. Holy crap, they're both in there. Wow, they found the feeder and they love it. This is awesome. Sorry. Yeah, yard distractions. Trevor J saying Angel Reese set WNBA record 13 straight double doubles. Yeah, beating Candace Parker's record for most double doubles in a row. It's a big deal. And Candace did not do this as a rookie. This is very much a big deal. This is like Angel Reese is really, really killing it. Really, really killing it. Cowboys saying, let's go, Raptors and Raptor Freaks. I love it. Trevor saying, Lex, what happened to Jordan? Is he still on the team? Jordan? Who? Jordan who? What do you mean? Who's Jordan? Oh, Jordan Wara? Jordan Wara. I don't know. I think he's a free agent, so he's not officially coming to us right now. He's not officially in the books. And as Mike said yesterday, Logical Raptors fanatic, we have one too many guaranteed contracts. It's very likely Sasha Venchenkoff is not coming, so he'll be the one that is out of the guarantees. But Jordan Wara does not have a spot right now, and he is not on our team right now, Trevor, just so you know. G saying, cool, Cowboy, how is Shamshay? Well, Cowboy didn't know because his son was the one who knew the guy, and his son wasn't there either. It's his son's friend. It's kind of like your cousin's friend of your cousin cut his hair. So, yeah, Cowboy didn't get to actually talk to him. He got a picture of him with his fresh cut, though, and he was posting it in our Facebook chat, though, of Shamshay. Yeah. Tristan's here. Good to see Tristan Trey. Got a chance to watch the signings highlights. I like what I saw. Seems like a new style, but yet it fits the Raptors, in my opinion. Good looks. Yeah, Tristan's been watching the young players that we just drafted and signed. Carlson, Comshay, Mobo, Jacoby Walter. Yeah, and he likes what we've seen so far. Well, we're going to see some more of them real soon this Saturday, Oklahoma City Thunder versus Toronto Raptors Summer League. It's going to be a lot of fun. And these guys are we got a lot of center talent coming in. In fact, our Summer League roster had a little surprise in it that was kind of interesting. And Amit Gaming absolutely flipped and went crazy when he saw this on the Summer League in our Facebook chat yesterday, that Drew Timme is on our team. It's funny because Drew Timme has already played in Summer League for the Kings. And just like Mohamed Gay, he's playing for two different teams in Summer League. So he's playing for the Raptors also. Now, if y'all don't know who Drew Timme is, he's this player who's been playing for Gonzaga in the last couple years. He's a white guy who has a crazy porn stash, and he wears a headband. He looks like an extra character on Will Ferrell's basketball comedy Semi-Pro. Like if he was on that movie, he'd fit in immediately. He'd be like a background actor as part of the Will Ferrell's team. Well, this guy's weird, man. I'll just say this. I have no idea if this Gonzaga Legends game's going to translate to the NBA because he's really like, he does like Olajuwon kind of shit, but it's sloppy, it's slow, it's weird. I don't know if it'll work in the NBA, but it's really crazy how he finds the basket with a lot of like loopy, like woo, dream shake kind of shit like Olajuwon would do back in the day. He's a weird guy. In some ways, I'm very interested to see how he does for Summer League. In some ways, I'm more interested in Carlson, of course, but Drew Timme being on the team all of a sudden, that was a surprise. There were a couple other surprises. It is very true and very much is going to happen. Grady Dick and Ochai Agbaji are on the Summer League team. I was predicting these guys don't need this. I mean, Grady doesn't really need to be at Summer League, honestly. If you ask me, he does not need to be there. He really proved a lot by the end of the year in the times that he was starting for most of the second half of the year. And Ochai, this is the thing. I don't get this. Most players, when they get in the Summer League, it's for their first 2 years. The rookie year for sure is very important. Scotty went his first year, but he didn't go his second year. So in some ways, if you're advanced, if you don't need to go back, why do you go? Well, Abaji's going, and he's in his third year. So that's weird to me. In some ways, it's fine. Grady and Ochai want to be at Summer League. They're going to come, and they're going to show up. Well, they're only going to play like 1 or 2 games. That's the other thing I would say. The Summer League is for discovering the other guys. And we have discovered Grady Dick and Ochai Agbaji. What do we need to find out from them? Seriously. So I would expect them to play like 1 game or 2, and that's it. If they play more than 1 game, I'd be shocked in some ways. Or more than 2 games, I'd be shocked. So, yeah, Grady and Ochai are officially on that team. Also, very much on the team and still alive in the Raptors system, Javon Freeman Liberty. Javon Freeman Liberty is on the Summer League roster, and he will be there playing for us. Now, Javon's an interesting situation because out of all the people that are involved in the Raptors and different things like that, he actually is non-guaranteed. So in some ways, he's an easy cut before the beginning of the season. So we'll have to see. But yeah, JFL is on the team. Him and Omari Moore, really the only two people carried over from 905 to be on the summer league at this time. So very interesting names added to the ones that I already knew about. The people like Dylan Disu and Jamison Battle, Joe Girard III, Tyler Perry, Quincy Guerriere, DJ Carton, Ulrich Comche, Brendan Carlson, Jonathan Bobo, Jacoby Walter, and Jamal Shed. Yeah, and then also now Oshai Abaji, Grady Dick, Javon Freeman Liberty, and Drew Timmy. Yeah, Drew Timmy really an interesting add-on. Seriously, it's going to be very interesting. And as Monique has brought up here, Jama will be coaching the summer league. I did not expect this. In some ways, the reason why I didn't say, all right, my three likely choices that are going to coach summer league were Coach Evo, Drew Jones, possibly the 905 coach, and then I said Pat Delaney, but they went totally different and they picked Jama. Now, the thing is, I would think that in some ways, Jama's done the 905 coaching. Jama's been a number one associate coach, like the lead assistant, the second coach after the head. In some ways, I always thought the summer league was for somebody who's really coming up. So that's why I never thought that Jama would be coaching the summer league, because in some ways I thought that he was beyond it as far as his coaching experience and what things he's done and stuff like that. But I guess Darko said, I want you to coach it, Jama. I want you to come in and be a positive, fun Jama that you are for the youngsters in Las Vegas in the summer league experience. And in some ways, that may be a smart way to start the whole thing. Have a very, very positive, amazing Jama personality around those youngsters. In some ways, come in and tell them, this is how we do things as the Toronto Raptors. This is what Coach Rajakovic wants y'all to do. And, this is going to be interesting. So I like the idea that Jama's, in some ways, I'm very happy that Jama's coaching it, because I just didn't think he was possible, because he probably, in some ways, like I said, he has accolades. This isn't something he needs on his resume. And in some ways, there's other guys on Darko's coaching staff that could have benefited from this a little bit better. But I will say the fact that they've got his number one assistant coaching the summer league shows an investment and reaching out and talking to these youngsters and getting them on the right foot right away with Coach Mama Halea. Yeah. Very, very good stuff. David is here. Please, not another day of Donkey, Dumbass, and Kendrick. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that too much. I just made an allusion to it right now. So, yeah. But, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that for sure. Got so much other stuff to talk about. G saying, damn, the group of death is no joke. Giannis is on a mission too, but Kelly is about to lock him up. Kelly Olynyk is going to lock up Giannis Antetokounmpo. I love that. That's the kind of statement that sounds crazy, but I love. It sounds absolutely crazy, but I love it. I really, really do. Yeah, that group is nasty. I mean, I already knew. We knew we'd have Australia in there with us. And, of course, Australia has announced a roster, and it's almost all NBA players. And it's very dangerous. I mean, Giannis is really the main only NBA player for Greece, but it is him. And then you've got Spain, the powerhouse, the crazy, incredible team that has won many golds and many FIBA World Cups and is always a threat. Now, Spain is not the team that they were with the Gasol brothers, with the Hernan Gomez brothers. Let's just be honest here. With Mark and Pau, that team is a totally different team, but they're retired and they're gone. And Spain is not as powerful as they were like 10 years ago or even 5 years ago at this point. So in some ways, they're a little bit more susceptible. And we've beaten Spain a couple times in the last year already, Canada. So it'll be interesting. We'll have to see what happens. But I'm excited. I don't care if we get the group of death this time. In some ways, we need to go right into it right away. And USA, their group is, their biggest threat is Serbia, with Jokic and Bogey. But then the other two teams, South Sudan and Puerto Rico. I was totally wrong on the Olympic qualifiers this weekend. I was saying Lithuania is going to get through, but no, they didn't. I thought Latvia would win, but no, they didn't. And it ended up the four teams that got through, and the qualifiers were Greece, Puerto Rico, Brazil, and the other one is Spain. So those were the four qualifying teams that got through. And I knew Spain and Greece were likely, But I'm very, very surprised about Brazil and Puerto Rico. So good job by those two teams, especially Jose Alvarado. Now, there's a whole discussion about Jose Alvarado being born in New York and leading Puerto Rico to where it is. People that are trying to make arguments for Embiid around Alvarado, just shut the fuck up. Seriously. Embiid, the case with Embiid is just ridiculous and stupid. Him playing for the USA is so dumb. It is so dumb. And really, there's only certain people that respect this. There's people that are diehard patriotic Americans that just want to really win. There's Sixers fans that are fucking absolutely, up Joel Embiid's butt. But otherwise, there's a lot of people that look around and see, yeah, this guy's lazy. He's taking the easy route. And we see Jose Alvarado go and help his family's home country, Puerto Rico, where his parents are from, and getting them to the Olympics. That is way more admirable, and that is way more of an accomplishment, even if Joel wins the gold this summer. Seriously. In some ways, what Alvarado did this weekend is way more impressive to me. Seriously. Because Puerto Rico going to the Olympics was not an easy thing. Seriously. That is a huge accomplishment. And Joel, you go ahead, team up with LeBron and Kevin Durant and Steph Curry and Anthony Edwards and go get a medal of some sort. Maybe not. Who knows? That'd be ridiculous if y'all didn't even medal. But, whatever color medal you get, yeah, it's going to be cheap either way. And that's my message to Joel Embiid right here. Yeah, Seymour saying BACC safety from Saskatchewan did 135 the whole way. I don't even know what that means. Is that like a comment? Did you mean to text somebody else? Who are you talking to, Seymour? Yeah, all right. But you got the classic card of the day, which is good. Yeah. Ron Mercer. That's right. There you go. Yeah, Ron Mercer rookie card. Do you like this, Mike? Because you could have this at the next Raptor Freak hangout. When we're getting together again, this card will be in the box and it will be available if you want the Ron Mercer weird ass chop card. Let's see. G saying Group C, Puerto Rico, Serbia, South Sudan, and USA. Yeah. Well, of course, G. In some ways, USA is not going to get the hard trials. They want to make it hard for Canada to get there. Of course. There's all kinds of marketing and setup. Now, the one thing I will say, I'm glad we're not anywhere near their group because we do want to, if we're going to face the USA, we want to face them near the end. We faced them in the bronze medal game last summer and we beat them and we got third and they got fourth. So in some ways, we want to face them near the end, if not in the gold medal game, in the bronze medal game, for sure. Fiercely here. Good morning, fam, and happy Monday. I am back. So she's back from being out west. She's back in her regular time zone. Hopefully not too jet lagged and too crazy. I missed the live stream, but was able to catch a bit. Lex, I'm behind on Team Canada news. Is Kem Birch part of the final roster? The final roster has not been completed exactly, Fiercey. It has not been announced exactly. Trey Bell-Haynes released this weekend, though. So he's out of the picture. They're saying that it's pretty much a lock for Melvin Ejim at this point, and that it's really kind of between the other guys for the last spot, and that's the Scrubs, Cabangeli, and Kem Birch. So it really is getting close, and I'm pretty sure he's going to make it. I mean, his biggest threat is Cabangeli. Cabangeli is the biggest threat. The Scrubs aren't going to make the team. So it's really between Cabangeli, Ejim, and Birch for 2 spots. So 2 of those 3 guys are going to make the team. And I'm hearing Melvin Ejim's a lock now for sure. He's pretty much going to be on the team for sure. And it's really going to be a choice between Birch and Cabangeli. So, yeah, Kemp's got a really good chance. He's got a really, really good chance. That's the latest I've heard about what's going on with Team Canada's final decisions for roster. Yeah, Fiercey saying, what time is the press conference for Scotty and IQ? It's probably like within an hour. It may be like within the next 90 minutes. That's what I would say. They may go on live right now. Seriously, yeah. They may go on live now. Seymour saying, salute to Timmy. Salute to Timmy. Yeah, straight from the 70s looking like Bill Walton with some tie-dye or something. That dude is like, he looks like a comedic actor. He looks like somebody who is in that Will Ferrell movie. Seriously, he's ridiculous. In some ways, it's like, hey, all right, another center, another 7-foot guy who can actually shoot a 3. I love him. Come on down, join the Raptors. We need more centers. So I love it. Come on down. That's right. Yeah, Monique is saying so. Drew Timmy, laugh out loud. Yeah, Drew Timmy. Yeah, Trevor's saying they want to win. Well, our summer league team. This is what Orrin Weisfeld said yesterday on Twitter. He said this is our championship for this year, summer league, and our summer league team going down there and being really good and competitive and maybe winning the summer league championship. Scotty was mad that his team didn't really win it, even though they kind of didn't lose any games. They just didn't get a chance to compete in the championship final. It's kind of fucked up, that summer league. And Scott was really mad at that time. I remember him saying like he felt like he got cheated on being able to win summer league just because it was set up in a way that he had no chance to try and win it. And that's kind of screwed up. Like they need to have a better system for summer league to figure out who, even if you do these weird pool things like the Olympics and the in-season tournament, figure it out, NBA, so we can have a definitive summer league champion overall. Because in some ways, some of the players really care about having that in their cap, that feather in their cap. That like, I won summer league. Yeah, even though it doesn't really mean a whole lot, they're competitive and they want to know that they won. And Scott, he didn't lose any games. I think he lost one game in summer, and he had like a really good record. But everybody else was even. But he didn't get to compete in the championship game. That's messed up. So let's see if the Raptors can be summer league champions this summer, because they got a good squad. It's a good chance they could. That's right. Kareem is here, and he's saying, please help me out here because I don't know if I'm wearing my Raptors goggles on, but our summer league team is fucking stacked. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say right now. No, you're not. Listen, we can drink the purple Raptor Kool-Aid and be really positive, crazy, unrealistic fans and thinking this and this and this. No. You're not just an overly enthusiastic, positive Raptors fan. This is actually a very stacked roster. Very, very stacked roster with all kinds of goodness. I mean, Grady and Oshai being there just kind of puts it over the top. I think without them on the team, we would have been a stacked roster. With Grady and Oshai being there also, yeah, this team is good. They've got all positions. There's been a couple of years now where the Raptors Summer League team has no centers. And I'm like, well, how do we compete? Other teams actually have invited centers on their Summer League, and they're beating us down low. I was like, okay, well, we've got centers this year, so we can actually compete down low. It's awesome. Yeah, Cowboys saying it's stacked. You're not feeling crazy. No, you're right. Your positivity goggles are not clouding your vision, Kareem. This is true. Mike's saying Masai's reading the tea leaves again. As the money continues to increase, players will be more reluctant to risk the money by not playing all out every minute. The fix is you get ultra competitive guys. There's a lot of criticism these days about the players and what their drive is. And, people not showing up for games for little piddly injuries, getting guaranteed money no matter what, people sitting out for whole seasons, just collecting checks, Ben Simmons, different stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot of weirdness about the NBA and whether these guys are playing for the right reasons at this point. And, the NBA is going to try and do things to increase people to try hard better. And maybe this is the whole hard thing for the middle class of the NBA, the middle guys like Gary Trent Jr., and that this is the hard reality. You better be really good and work really, really hard to get to a certain level, or you won't get paid as well as everybody else. That's just the harsh reality of the very, very much haves and a lot of have-nots in the NBA at this point. It is just how it is. Now, there's an interesting article on ESPN this morning talking about the best free agents that are left right now. They're saying the 6 best free agents that are left are these people, and they're telling what teams they should go to. Now, one of the teams that they're saying is one of the players is Paul Reed, who just got released by the Sixers, and they're trying to get the Knicks to pick him up and help solidify their front line. So, these teams, the ESPN, once again, you're just a perception machine. You're opinion machine. In some ways, you've gotten away from facts. You've gotten away from reporting. And I'm going to talk about this more in a second. But their perception is they think the Knicks should get Paul Reed. They're saying also that Kyle Lowry should just return to Philly and sign for nothing. They're saying Gary Trent Jr. is the 3rd best free agent available right now, and that they think that he should be on the Jazz, that the Jazz suck and he can be there and he do whatever he wants and it doesn't matter. Tyus Jones, the Orlando Magic, is another name. And then Precious. Precious is on this list also. And they're trying to say that Precious it's kind of funny. They're saying because Precious is a mystery and kind of not figured out, he still needs time to grow, that he should go to the Detroit Pistons. That is ridiculously stupid. It's not like Detroit has done any good with developing any young players or getting anywhere in the last couple of years. They've dropped the ball on so many players. You think that Precious, after being in Miami with Spoelstra, after being in Toronto with us, after going to New York just for a half season just now, would be best for his growth to be in Detroit? You're crazy. What? You just want to keep Achua with Flynn? Is that what you're trying to do, ESPN? Because that's ridiculous. Yeah, these articles are stupid. In some ways, ESPN's making me mad because they don't just write stories anymore. I'm telling you, they're writing perception pieces. Like our newest Bronny perception piece is this. There's an article on ESPN in the top headlines for NBA saying LeBron says Bronny doesn't care about critics. He's saying this whole article, see, they're trying to shape perception around Bronny. And they're trying to say that LeBron's saying when I was young and I came in, I cared about what people said. I wanted them to like me, and I would try and like fight against my the people, my haters, and try and keep perception positive about me. Well, Bronny doesn't care about his haters. He's trying to say this, this is all counter offensive to the hate for Bronny right now. He's saying, oh, he doesn't care about it, and he made this point, and in some ways this is true, but in some ways I don't want to give him credit for this, and to the point where he's good enough to be in the NBA. Bron has said that Bronny is only in the NBA because he really wants to. That he's a rich kid. He could do whatever he wants. He could be a gamer. He could be a streamer. He could go into any kind of field otherwise. He wanted to do this NBA thing, and he's tried his hardest to get there. Well, okay, Bron, that's great. But in some ways, he has a privilege that nobody else is going to have coming in the NBA. And as long as you ignore that, you're not telling the elephant in the room and saying that this guy's only in the NBA because of you. And you can go ahead and say, well, he's my son. He could go do whatever he wants. But he chose to do this and work so hard to do this. Doesn't mean he's good enough to be in the NBA. Doesn't mean that he deserves the spot he's in still. But the ESPN propaganda machine is going to continue to put stuff out, the bunny's back, that's going to tell people why Bronny is NBA level. And it's just bullshit. Curry, there's another article. This is all perception. Is Steph Curry's coming out saying that the Warriors will be the last dynasty in the NBA because of the new salary cap and the way things are. Now, there may be some truth to this, but why are we just putting articles out, ESPN, that are just players' opinions and perceptions? This is not journalism. Another one is they have an article this morning that's saying Joel Embiid thinks that the Sixers' big three looks amazing. Is this news? Why? Well, what is he going to say? Why is this a headline on this? Well, in some ways, I don't understand why the NBA doesn't cover the Olympic rounds with NBA players in the stories here. Oh, is it because the Olympics don't make money for ESPN like pro sports in North America? Okay, all right, that's why you ignore the Olympics and the Olympic coverage and the qualifiers on your ESPN site, and you don't do a good job covering that. Okay, well, whatever. Instead, you'd rather have an Embiid story about how he feels like the big three is looking amazing with Paul George. In the next article, healthy Kawhi having a good time with Team USA. It's all propaganda bullshit that don't mean jack shit. It's like ESPN. When did you become a tabloid ET fucking TMZ kind of fucking channel, and you went away from like the old Stuart Scott ESPN of like sitting at a table and telling us the sports news, the scores, and all that stuff? Instead, you're really, really just opinion fucking place now, and it's all about shaping perception. This fucking place. Anyway, all right, let me keep going. All right, let's see. All right, Trevor's saying, what time is the sign in with Scotty and IQ? I have no idea. It'll probably be very soon. Fiercely saying, I read somewhere Giannis carries his team, so if we contain him, we should be in a good position to win. Yeah. I think that Greece in that group may be the easiest team, and it's only Giannis is the biggest problem, and in some ways they'll be the first team we play. Then we'll have to play Australia after that, and then we'll get to play Spain in August on the 2nd. So, in some ways, they may be in the order of how difficult they are right there. Greece, Australia, Spain. I don't know. Australia and Spain could be very equal, actually, in some ways. So, Fiercely saying Puerto Rico with Alvarado. That's right. He's a Puerto Rican guy. He's from there. People are trying to say that Embiid is okay on Team USA because he went to high school in the United States, because he went to college, because they're trying to say, oh, he spent more than half his life in the United States, and he is a naturalized citizen. It's still all bullshit. It's still the easy route. It's still cheap as fuck, and it still doesn't make anybody respect him. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. Carlos saying Bruno powered through for Brazil. Yeah. Our guy, Bruno, our Raptor draft pick, showing up for Brazil and put them in the Olympics as a man with man-sized body and muscles. Yeah, Bruno is finally there, Fran Fraschilla. He's finally there, and he may not have been totally the amazing NBA player he could have been, but he's a great FIBA player, and his FIBA career has been absolutely amazing for Brazil. In fact, he is a guy like, Oscar Schmidt may have carried that torch for the Olympics for Brazil's basketball team in the past. Well, Bruno's that guy now for Brazil. For sure, for sure. That's awesome. Cowboys saying, did they sign live on television or is it official already? No, they don't do it live. Why? They may do it. Like TSN or Sportsnet may come in and say, we've got the press conference that they're signing and stuff like that. But it probably won't be live. It'll probably be that the reporters will go there, ask the questions, and we'll get the reporters' answers. And then Toronto Raptors official admin will release the press conference sometime like in the hours after it. But I doubt we'll be able to watch it live. Why would we want to? It's boring. We'll watch it later. G saying fiercely, there are a few snipers on the Greek team. Thomas Walkup is another excellent player on that team. They are really good as a team, to be honest, but Canada's better. Yeah, we are better. We're going to be better than all of them. We're going to be better than a lot of them. I want to see this. In some ways, Jordy's ready for this. In some ways, think about this. Jordy Fernandez is getting in the group with the Spanish team, and he's worked with the Spanish team. He knows the Spanish team. He knows the players. So now he has to destroy them. Now he has to try and kick their ass. Well, he beat them last summer. Very good last year. Well, let's do it again. We got to beat Spain again because they're in our group. James is saying Kelly Ware with 26 points and 11 yesterday. Miami got a steal. Yeah, he was like 12 for 21 from the field. Very much dominating. Now, he's going to look good against the Summer League talent because in some ways, he's already NBA ready. And most of those guys in the Summer League are not. So in some ways, it's a little bit like you playing against your little cousins in the driveway, what happened with Kelly Ware. Now, let's see how he is against the big boys and the regular NBA talent. But he's already NBA talent body. Well, he's got to go against the NBA defenders and not just the easy cream puff defense of a Summer League team playing against him yesterday. So I will say that, James. But he did look very, very good. You're right. He did look very, very good. Now, we'll have to see. In some ways, I'm going to hate on it. Fiercely saying, thanks, G. I haven't watched the games, but we'll definitely hope the snipers have an off night when playing against us. Yeah, Greece it only has one NBA player. Well, his brother's on the team too. But I'm just saying, it's not like they're super stacked like the other teams in that group. Australia is very stacked. They're like us. They maybe have one or two players that are non-NBA. And then Spain has just the unity and the culture, and they do have quite a few NBA players also. But yeah, Greece has only got maybe like 3 or 4 NBA players at the most, and the other guys are Thanos and 2 no-name guys. They're not like they're really well-known players in the NBA. So let's see. Carlos saying the Raps probably want to see some shooting improvement from Oshai. Yeah, I don't understand this. In some ways, I mean, I get it. He's young. Maybe he wants to go. He's volunteering because he wants to show he's eager and he's willing to work with the Raptors any which way they want him to. So he's like, what are they going to say? Oshai, we want you to go to Summer League. Okay. Yeah, I'll go. And that's that. I don't know. I still don't think that him and Grady will play very much in the Summer League games. I really don't. But yeah, I mean, maybe he is going to come in and maybe he's going to shoot a lot at Summer League. That'd be funny. Abaji is going to be like dropping a bunch of threes all of a sudden. That'd be really good. Infamous saying, salute, freaks. Very much looking forward to Summer League. Best chance to win it all. Yeah, that's what Warren Whitefeld is saying. Our championship may be in the Summer League, but this is the thing. We start that momentum from that level. Summer League goes into 905. 905 comes up into the main roster, and boom, all of a sudden we're starting to get further in the playoffs. And then boom, we're mimicking the path of the Raptors from about 2014 right up until 2019, getting to a championship. So that's what we got to do. We got to build it from the bottom. And the Summer League this year is the bottom, the floor, and we're starting from there. We'll go into the 905, see it improve with Andrew Jones as the coach and restock with actual size on it. And hopefully we can win a bunch on 905. And then boom, hopefully that talent comes up and we have some really smart roster decisions on the main roster and we can mimic something and get somewhere like 2019. That's the plan right there. That is it right there. That's right. G saying, I think the Raptors want to get back to winning at every level, including Summer League, and print some winning DNA from the ground up. Yeah, that's the winning formula that worked. And what I just described. That's right. James is saying, do you see Bruce Brown taking Gary Trent's starting spot? No. No. Bruce, very much in Toronto. He posted something about being on the Gardner on his way into downtown. So he's around right now, but I have no idea. In some ways, the whole thing with Bruce Brown is a complete mystery. We'll just see how it handles things. They handle things, but I don't want him starting at two. He's undersized at two. He's a great bench player. He's a great guy coming off the bench, but I don't want him starting. I really don't. I'd rather start Walter than Brown. So yeah. Let's see. Carlos saying Beasley signed for $6 million per year. Gary could be looking at the same rate. Yeah, yeah. That sounds about right, honestly. And that's a pay cut for him. That's like a more than half pay cut. It's crazy. It is crazy what's happening with Gary Trent Jr. He's probably freaking out right now in some ways. James is saying also Paul Reed should come here. He's going to get a lot of playing plus a decent contract. We just don't have room right now. I think we're full. In some ways, we've got to let guys go. So I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know. I want Paul Reed to go out west. How about that? Cool Cat is saying that good morning, Rapid Free crew. Excited for the press conference at 10 a.m. Okay, so it just started. It just started just now. All right. Cowboy saying, correct me if I'm wrong, Lex. We got Bruce, Jonathan, and second round pick next year for Spicy P so far, right? No. That's not exactly right. Now, in the first deal with the Pacers, we got Bruce Brown and 4 first-round picks, Cowboy. One of those picks went to Utah, and it got us Kelly Olynyk and Oshai Abaji. So, and that was Otto Porter going the other way. So, in some ways, you could say that we already got one of those Utah Jazz guys in this Pacers deal too for Siakam. So, you say Bruce Brown. Why don't we say Olynyk? Because he's probably the I don't know. They're pretty equal, Abaji and Olynyk. And then we got a pick next year, and we got Jacoby Walter. That's actually who we got. So it's not Jonathan Mobo. No, it's not. We got the 19th pick from Indiana. So Jacoby Walter, Kelly Olynyk, Bruce Brown, and a pick from a first round pick next year too. That's what we got. Wait, that's not everything. There's 4 picks and Bruce Brown on top of it. So there should be 5 players. Bruce Brown, we'll say Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, Jacoby Walter, a pick next year. And where's the other pick? Oh, the other pick was why am I missing this? Anyway, that's kind of what it is there, Cowboy. Because the Utah deal with Kelly and Abaji was one of the picks from Siakam. So you got to add that in there. And I don't think Jonathan came from New York. That 31st pick that was used for Jonathan Mobo was in the OG deal. So that Jonathan pick was there. Yeah. Yeah. Infamous saying there was a dude that averaged 2 points in college and was drafted 2022. A GM drafted his grandson, but nobody talks about that. I wonder why. I've never heard of this. And maybe because their names don't matter. Listen, I'm going to say this right now. There's been nepotism. There's been racism in the NBA over the years. It used to be back in the day that NBA owners wanted to have the big white guy around and pay them a whole bunch of money over some of the other guys on the team just because they're racist. I mean, there's always been very unfair choices about who makes teams, whether it is a racial reason, whether it's a nepotism reason. But I don't know who they are. You give me their names and stuff like that, I'll talk about it. I mean, it's weird that people want to defend the Bronny stuff. Just understand that I'm right. And when it's done, you'll understand I was right. It doesn't matter if you want to defend him. He's going to get exposed. The NBA will do this either way. And that situation, I'm sure that grandson got exposed at that time too. So it doesn't matter. In some ways, this is a weird way of like, I'm going to gift you with generational wealth, son. I'm just going to bring you in, grandson or whoever. I don't know their names. They're not very well known. Well, we're getting Bronny crammed down our throats as far as ESPN. We can't turn away from Bronny. This guy was probably in the shadows and probably they just snuck him in, paid him, and they're like, yeah, he went away. And that was kind of it. So, I mean, there's a lot of different differences probably between your example and the one that's right in our face 24/7 and going to be crammed down our face for this whole entire season. Watch. We're going to be so sick of Bronny. There's going to be people that are going to detest Bronny just because he is just talked about way, way too much than he needs to be. And that is already happening, honestly. Mike's saying a trend I have seen from this draft class, there seems to be a clear trend of competitive players. The culture reset was about getting the hunger and competitiveness back. Competitiveness was Lowry. Yeah. Yeah. In some ways, we did lose some of the competitive edge with our team when Lowry left. Fred tried to keep it, but in some ways, he wasn't a leader that could instill it in certain ways. And some of the guys, it's not that they loafed it. It's just that it was a different feel around the team. And in some ways, the guys who were on the championship team that felt that height and feeling the levels coming down, whether it's Tampa, whether it's disappointment against Philly in the first round that time, it was tough to keep up because they were kind of like coming down. And it's always that's part of the reason why we had to get rid of that cohort of Toronto Raptors is that, the really good stuff with them happened. And then there's kind of just petering out. So now we have to start over and we have to have hungry guys who are ready to rise up and go up that curve again. And instead of some of the guys who are on the downswing from that curve and they're just kind of not as enthusiastic. Does that make sense? I mean, that's natural. And it's not that those guys are bad or anything. They achieved very, very great high things. But once you've been to that pinnacle and you're kind of in the other places, it's kind of like it's not that you don't show up and you try and do your best. It's just very different. You go from playing with Marc Gasol to playing with guys that are in the G League. It's a lot different. Yeah. Kareem saying, I still don't get how you can leave after a chip. If there was a Kareem and Dine decals on every storefront, I could never leave. Toronto didn't lose Kawhi. Kawhi lost Toronto. Yeah, I will get behind that. I like that statement. I like that. Kawhi lost Toronto. Yeah, watch my clip from 5 years ago when Kawhi left, and I talked about it. It's like in 5 years, Kawhi's going to regret. And if the Clippers don't do jack shit in the years, and then and that's exactly what happened. I did it the day that he decided to go to LA. I said that. I said, if it doesn't work out with him and Paul George, it's an absolute fail. And well, it came true 5 years later. And I even talked about how Tracy McGrady regretted leaving Vince Carter and the Raptors at that time and maybe leaving some success on the table that way and having the foresight. And I was predicting Kawhi probably have that. But you know what? In some ways, I believe Kawhi's too dumb to understand a regret over leaving Toronto in some ways. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's not. But I feel like he may have some deep down regrets. He should. He really should. If he's a normal competitor and athlete, he should have regrets about not defending his title with the Raptors in 2019. Cowboys saying, I just got a text. It's live now. There you go. They're live. They are on live right now. They want to compete with me. That's right. The press conference is live now. This is good stuff. I'll watch it afterwards. Kareem saying, y'all see Mohamedou Gay ball out yesterday for Charlotte? Yeah, he's got a chip on his shoulder. It's like Raptor said, see ya. And well, he's really trying to fight for his career right now. Mike saying Siakam's assets are Jacoby, Oshai, Kelly, Bruce, and a 2026 first. There you go. Mike clarifying it for me. I appreciate that. That's for Cowboy. Mako saying Code Purple, Raptors YouTube going live right now. Yeah, I don't like Code Purple. Code Red. We're still red now. But yeah, I'm not going live right now. I'll go ahead and finish my stream. Even if they're on the same time as me, it's all good. It's all good. Cowboys saying, really, thanks, Logical. Wow, Masai's on fire. There you go. Well, the Siakam trade is still dubious. We want to move Bruce Brown, and we want to see who we pick next year. And then we'll understand. Infamous saying, congratulations to Angel Reese for becoming the double leader in WNBA history with 13 passing Candace Parker. It's not all time. It's just most double-doubles in a row. Yeah, it's that. And they were celebrating Aja Wilson for being the leading scorer in Aces history. This is dumb. Hasn't she been there the whole time? Hasn't she been the leading scorer this whole time? I was like, okay, yeah, of course she's the leading scorer in Aces history. The Aces have been around, 2-3 years? Like, what the fuck? I was like, what is that? Trevor's saying, Lex, I just got a call from the bank that me and my sister got 2 food trucks to work in the Miami area. I'm so excited to start this business. You're going to be doing a food truck down in Miami? Very cool, Trevor. Very, very cool. Cowboy saying, everybody slam dunk the like button. I like it. Good job, Trevor J. Wish you the best. Most saying, posted the press conference in the Facebook chat. All right. Well, you guys go ahead and watch it. And it's all right if my numbers drop. I don't want to compete with them. Mike saying, it was only Bruce and 3 firsts. Okay, so it's 3 firsts, not 4. That's why I'm confused. Okay. Milbester saying, I miss RJ already. He's awesome. And I'm so glad. He's my favorite Raptor right now, Milbester, because he plays for Team Canada and for the Raptors. And that's awesome. Cowboys saying, wow, that OG trade was fire. Also, let's keep cooking, Masai. Milbester saying, Knicks actually won that trade. Okay, Milbester. Bullshit. Quickly wanted too much money to back up point guard. They traded him before he was a free agent. He declined the extension for a reason. Nah, you already lost the trade because of Malachi. Seriously. And even if Precious walks right now, you lost the trade. It's that easy, Milbester. If Precious walks right now, you guys do not retain Precious, you lost that trade because all you got is OG left. And we've got, let's just say, we've got RJ and Emmanuel. That's 2 starters. You get OG, you got 1. You got 1 star. We got 2 starters, 2 very good starters. And now we got Jonathan Mobo with your pick. And that is Scotty's best friend. And so we have 3 players. You may only have 1 player from that deal very shortly. And that depends on where Precious Achua goes. And Malachi Flynn was in the deal already. You took Malachi Flynn. You lost the deal immediately when you got Malachi Flynn on your team. And you see where he went. You traded him right to Detroit. So, yeah, you lost that deal. I'm sorry. OG is going to get hurt, and he's going to look like he's paid too much. And New York fans are going to go crazy about it. Watch. That's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to sign Emmanuel today. We've got a great starting point guard, a guy who's like Tyrese Maxey. And he's going to be amazing. He's going to grow into a bigger role. And RJ Barrett is going to get better on defense. And you're going to find out that a lot of the things that you were upset about RJ are actually fixed in the next couple of years. So, yeah, no, you're wrong, bro. OG's fantastic. OG added to winning. OG's the best player in that deal in some ways, but not in the future. Emmanuel's going to be the best player in this deal in the next couple of years. And the Raptors clearly won this deal. So you can go ahead and think what you want, Milbester. Malachi Flynn was in the deal. You got him. You lost. Just admit it. Mike saying Indy took on like 12 to 15 million extra in salary, so we got less in picks. There you go, Mike. Always giving us the facts. Cowboys saying so cut off so Lex can watch it later. Lex and Raptor Fix. Yeah, you guys want to finish things up for me so I can leave. That's great. And most saying W streams, W vibes. Keep at it. Always good times approaching. Go Raptors. Raptors for life. There you go. Cowboys got the chomp chomp. Milbester saying Malachi Flynn barely played because of McBride, and now we got Kolick and McBride. Only Achua and OG got benefit from it. I'm just telling you, we're going to have 2 good starters for the years to come. You got OG. OG's going to be hurt half the year, and you're paying him so much money. You go ahead. That's part of the reason why we moved him. As much as like, okay, your reason for moving IQ is you have Brunson already, and you don't need 2 starting point guards. Our reason for trading OG is because he's about to get paid a whole bunch of money like he did, and he's a hurt player. He's half hurt all the time. We love OG, but here in Toronto, we don't want to pay a guy that kind of money if we're only going to get him half the time. And that's what's going to happen, Milbester. So you go ahead and think what you want to think. Seriously. You go ahead and think what you want to think. So, yeah, I put a Raptors depth chart for the Summer League team. If you guys want to check it out, I've got a link here. I'll go ahead and give it to you real quick in the chat. You can see who I kind of see the depth chart for the Summer League team and where I'm seeing where guys are and that whole thing. It's on the second page. You can see the first page. The first sheet has the roster with all the information. Leo's life tips real quick. There's no flock of black sheep. He's wrong, though. Leo, you're wrong. You're saying there's no flock of black sheep. You're saying the black sheep are always the outcasts. No, the internet has made this possible. You can have a flock of black sheep. Leo Routens. All the oddballs, they can get together. In some ways, this is what the Raptors Freak channel is. There is a flock of black sheep, and it's because the internet has allowed it. Let's go see the Instagram stories real quick. I'll wind it up. Mr. New York City is celebrating Grand Theft Alvarado and his accomplishments for Puerto Rico. The Heart Over Height Club is very much supportive of each other, and Mr. New York City is really, really proud of Jose. Kelly's walking with his Team Canada shirt. He's getting ready to go to Paris. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yuta is getting ready for Team Japan playing in Paris also. That's going to be a lot of fun. Jonathan Mobo is working out. He's got Drake playing as the song on his workout video here. So he's putting in work and getting his work done. OG Anunoby has posted, and he's re-signed with the New York Knicks, and he's so happy and proud about it. Emmanuel quickly in Toronto taking a picture on the boat of the CN Tower and also on the bike on Bremner Boulevard in front of Scotiabank Arena in Jurassic Park. Riding on the wrong side of the street, by the way, Emmanuel. But I like to see that he's using one of the city bikes. He's got a city bike he's using. That's hilarious. Let's see, who else do we got in here? Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Wubs, our guy Jacoby Walter, posting the summer league roster. Very proud to be on the graphic with Jonathan, Oshai, and Grady. Very, very cool. And that's about it. Oh, and Scotty Barnes extended. They just posted it on Raptors admin. Scotty Barnes and Emmanuel quickly resigned. The future is now, baby. There you go. There you go. That is awesome. Oh, no, 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 no. They're saying you can watch the Raptors live stream on the press conference live on their Instagram also, guys. That's pretty cool. They hadn't done that before. All right. Yeah, let me make sure I didn't miss anything else that I want to talk about today. There is a birthday today. Happy birthday to Sonny Weems, former Raptor Sonny Weems. I believe he is turning 38 today. So happy 38th birthday to Sonny Weems. That's pretty good. Really, really fantastic stuff in the WNBA Fantasy League this week. I beat JP. Cool Cat won against James. It was very, very close, but MK, our champion, did prevail over Morgan in the end, just by not much. I'm telling you, really fantastic matchup. David won, and Fiercey did beat Kareem also. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching me. We're going to have to go watch this press conference after this. That's right. Yeah. Milbester saying, I didn't want RJ to get traded because he was actually my favorite player on the team. Our scouting and player development sucks. And RJ, as a number 3 pick, never got close to his full potential. Well, he's going to get it here. He's going to get it here. Darko Rajakovic is a known development coach. And RJ said before the season ended, he's coming this summer to become a two-way player, that he wants to become a very good player on the defensive end. He's going to increase his defensive ability. So this is his whole goals and orientation for how he's working out this summer, Milbester. In some ways, Rowan Barrett Sr. and Team Canada and Jordy Fernandez are going to help him with this, because we need him to play really good defense for Canada at the Olympics. And that is all on the same page of what his goals are as a Toronto Raptor also. So RJ's working on defense this summer. And next year, he may come back a little bit more better on that end of the floor. And I know that that's the one part that the Knicks Nation really was mad at him about when he played for him. You know what? He's a great guy. I love RJ a lot. There you go. Cowboys saying, thank you, New York Knicks. And Mike saying, Quickly's number got high, but Cy doesn't really give big money. I think that there were more factors at play, like a team planning to offer sheet Quickly, or the front office knows that Quickly's going to pop. I think it's the latter than the former, Mike. I think that Quickly is a sure bet that he's going to be very good. And that even if there's other teams kind of hawking or something like that, well, we didn't hear any of the shams or Woj bombs about teams actually getting a serious chance at him. I think that it's just a fair market price. And Bobby and Masai do their number crunching. And they're like, yeah, we can pay him this. This is what he wants. Well, we'll do it. And we'll make it work. Because honestly, he will be worth that contract in the long run. We got to think about this. This TV deal is going to change as time goes on, and the numbers may go up even higher, as ridiculous as they are now. And the deals for Scotty and Emmanuel that we signed today may look really good in like 3 or 4 years from now, considering where the money continues to go towards. So we got to think about that right there. Yeah, Cowboy saying, let's go. Raptors later, Lex. All right, Cowboy. Good to see you. Ta-da. 647-833-6844. Call him. Milbester saying RJ just needs better defense and faster motor. His shooting and scoring got better from FIBA last summer. Yeah. Before the Knicks traded him, he's going to excel well for you guys. That's what we want. We want him to become more of a known defensive player, and he'll increase his value and get better as a player from that. It's from that right there. All right, Milbester, I appreciate you being here, Knicks Freak, and everybody else. Welcome and thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And check out the press conference that's going on right now with the Raptors. I hope y'all have a great day. As Nav says, Raptorize your day. I'll be back with Tuesday Trivia tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Every single day, Raptor Freak stream. Going strong no matter what. Touch that grass. I'm going to go say hi to the bunny. The bunny's still out in the yard. And the Blue Jays are still here too. This is crazy. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Let's have a great, fantastic celebration for Scotty and Emmanuel on this great signing day for them today. And our summer league roster looks stacked, baby. We're going to go there and we're going to kick some butt. That's right, man. Yeah. Enjoy the press conference. And Mikal Bridges' press conference is tomorrow. Okay. All right, Milbester. Let's go, Raptors. Let's beat the Knicks. How about that? Let's beat the Knicks.